Good day to you one and all, as Justin Hawkins would say. I've got something in a box here. I've done a lot of YouTube stuff recently, to be honest. Just not feeling it really. Apart from the fact I've got not quite a lot to offer or add. Just did it for fun, as you know. Absolutely astonished that the channel over time has reached 1 million views. Still can't get over that. It's crazy, crazy. I don't know how many subscribers right now, but yeah. So I've been playing the drums a little bit, trying to get into my new job, and just some other stuff. But anyway, in the meantime, I bought a Fender Player Strat. Now I hear you say, Richard, I've heard you talk about Fender players or Fender Strats many times, and what is the value of them? They're an awful lot of money for what amounts to a pretty basic guitar, and I stand by that. That is still the case. But I fancied a Strat, and I have a love-hate with Strats. Like the look of them, like the way they feel. I often don't like the pickup. Well, it's the bridge pickup. But when I had that PRS Swamp Ash special recently, which had 2 out of phase, like positions 2 and 4 Strat type tones, I really liked those tones. I did. I thought, I fancy having those again. How am I going to get that? It's got to be a Strat. I thought, well, I really want another classic vibe Strat. There's quite a few of those, but I thought it's been a long time since I had a Mexican Fender Strat. And the last time I had a player, my general thoughts were, it's too expensive for what it is. This was a B stock, by the way, from my favourite guitar shop, Guitar. So it had £180 off. And yeah, where was I? Yeah, I thought it's not doing another classic vibe, but I just like the shape, the headstock shape of the original, so the Squires and Fenders. So I thought, well, it's just going to have to be a Fender and be done with it. But like I said, I've not paid full price for this because it's a B stock. And ultimately, in the longer term, I can always change that bridge pickup. Get out of the box, please. Or probably like a mini humbucker or something like that instead. No, a hot railsy type, if I don't get on with it. But I thought, if I want a Strat, let's just get a proper Strat, really. And as you can see, from my telly there, a sunburst, the colour. I don't know why they're called sunburst, because I've never seen the sunshine like that. And my acoustic is also the same kind of colour as downstairs. So here is this. And I like maple necks. And immediately that neck, that's what I remember actually about my last Fender. It's not unfinished. There's something on here so it doesn't feel like you've got a square bullet in your hand, but it is smooth as smooth can be. The frets are often not the strongest point, and there's a few slightly sharp ones. I say sharp, I can feel them. They're not sharp. Those frets are alright, they're not brilliant, but they're certainly not sticky outy. No. The medium jumbos, that's my favourite fret size as well. I don't particularly care for jumbos, although I've got them on the beautiful Mina. It's a nice sounding switch. It's all the stuff you expect, isn't it, really, from a Fender. It's a B stock because there's a little scratch somewhere on the picture. I can't remember where it is. Oh. Can camera pick this up? Wherever. Not very well. It's a tiny dink. It looks like somebody's bumped it. And players all come floating, as does this one. Not a lot to tell, really. Yeah, that's lovely. It's like silky smooth. Yes, it's just the frets. The frets are polished, which is nice. I remember my last one being polished as well. And the other thing you get on the player, if you've not had it before, you get this sort of, sorry, the light in here is the usual terrible badness, a bit dingy. It's got the sort of, gloss is a bit of a strong, it's like a very light lacquer, so it just feels a bit more luxurious on the top without being sticky, smooth on the back. So that is, yeah, I do like the feel of that. You get your bog standard strap buttons, they're not special at all. You get a full size block, which you'd hoped. I mean, can you believe that These Strats now, depending on where you look, are as much as 719. There are several online retailers selling them at the RRP. Guitar's one of them actually. So you've got to have a little fish around to find something a bit less than that. For 790, I paid 529 for this, which is still an extraordinary amount of money for a basic guitar. But you know, it's the original, isn't it? You want to buy into the heritage. If you want the heritage of a Strat, you've got to have a Fender, haven't you? And if you want the original headstock shape that lots of people like, just because that's what they've seen forever, they're used to it, and I'm one of those people, then you have to do it. I wonder what that weighs. It's fairly heavy. Similar weight to that. About 8 pounds. Yeah. So I'm happy to have that. I don't know what people think of that particular colour. I used to like white guitars. I think I still do, but I've just not had one for a long time. Not really. And they've just seemed to have come and gone by the wayside for me. And sunburst seems to be the thing. It's got a parchmenty sort of coloured pick guard on there. I thought it was white in the pictures. I'm glad to say it's not. I can't really see it on the camera that it looks white, but it isn't. It's not minty green, is it? Not quite minty enough. I think it's parchment. So that goes well nicely with it. So yeah, the action on it is good. Got nothing bad to say about guitar. The stuff in the shop are lovely. When I've ordered things online, they've always come with that. I can't remember any issues. If you buy used, they restring them, set them up a bit as well, which can't be said from Anderton's, unfortunately. I don't know about other stores for second hand. They're just a nice store to deal with. Neck pockets nice and tight as well. So there we go. Something no one's interested in, but Rich has now got a Fender Strat. Oh, just super quick before I go, that Black Star amp, I'm absolutely loving it. Oh, got some amazing tones out of that. It's nothing like a big chunky amp, but it is loud. And that stereo sound with the two speakers, I just had Sarah sat in here last night with an ambient drone backing track, and I've got a load of reverb and delay echoing, and beautiful. Anyway, bye bye.